Alright, it is map number 2 between KnOfF and HasuObs. This time it is blue against yellow. KnOfF at the bottom of Secret Valley, starting with the altar first, of course. I mean, I would be extremely surprised to see anything but a Blade Master here, especially since this is Secret Valley. Perhaps the best map for Blade Master for orcs compared to Farseer. And HasuObs this time is going for the time definitely more standard regular Fiend build with the Crypt and the Graveyard. I mean, he did fare somewhat decently on Echo Isles with the late Fiend build, but on Secret Valley there are so many opportunities for the Blade Master early on to take that it is extremely difficult for the DK to keep somewhat decent track of him, so going for the Fiend build might be the smarter choice here. I mean, the Blade Master can go to the fountains, he can take these smaller creep camps, he can creep the Ogre Magi's in the middle, he can also get greedy and go for one of the naturals. I mean, you can afford taking some damage here and then just heal up at the fountain. So yeah, going for the early harassment often turns out to be quite difficult on Secret Valley. HasuObs this time is going to wall off his base before attacking. The second cigarette is going to come here in yeah, just a while after the DK and the first Fiend are in production. In the meantime, KnOfF is going for the Blade Master as expected. He is building the 20 supply PN already, so probably he's gonna skip his shop here and go into his tech a little bit more quickly. His scout PN now realizes that he's facing regular Fiends. There's the second cigarette for HasuObs. And the Blade Master is out and he starts with the Murloc camp down here. Something that eventually, you know, fell completely out of fashion as orcs, you know, started playing or evolved into playing way more greedily with their creeping in the beginning, and why not? There is the fountain to make use of, and if he decided to go ahead and creep out the Ogre Magi immediately, that there would be nothing that HasuObs could be doing with this build. DK is out, second Fiend is about to be out. Tier 2 tech has been started here by KnOfF, who's gonna add the Voodoo Lodge soon, I imagine. Mantle of Intelligence has been found. And now he's gonna go ahead and creep the fountain, heal up a bit, get a good item, build the shop in the middle even, so some extremely aggressive play is what we're gonna see here by KnOfF. I know that we've seen this before in the tournament. I'm just wondering if it was actually in KnOff's previous game against an undead here on Secret Valley, which was the one against Elfie, where Elfie went for, wow, very unfortunate item drops here for the Blade Master, where Elfie went for the huge tier 2 all-in with tons of Fiends and ended up losing, which was so far the only map that Elfie lost in the tournament. And HasuObs, yeah, he is taking this so slowly, going for the 26 supply for the Fiend number 4 before even starting his tech. Perhaps he could even go for 29 supply tech, which is this super old-fashioned, just creeping-based playstyle by the undeads, just playing their own game, you know, not caring about what the orc is doing, basically, just creeping up their DK, just eventually add a lich, get their own strong army, and then maybe get aggressive. Blade Master with the boots, keeping both of the items thus far, whereas, you know, in the more modern undead playstyle, it often comes down to a lot more timing, attacks, etc. So the Blade Master sees that HasuObs is pulling the creeps here, a little bit greedy perhaps by HasuObs. He's going straight for some damage onto the DK, dust used immediately. Blade Master losing a couple of HP, he does have the shop here in the middle though. Picking up heal salves, the first of the Ogre Warriors has fallen, the Forest Troll Trapper is also going to fall and grant some more XP to HasuObs. The grunts need to be careful not to come in here from the bottom, because then one of them at least would get ensnared by the Forest Troll Trapper, unless the ensnare would be on cooldown, like after when the Trapper just ensnared the skeleton. HasuObs in the meantime has started taking, of course, way later than KnOfF, who has reached tier 2 already. but didn't spend any resources on second hero yet. Now he's getting the TC second, and he's getting away with creeping the Ogre Matcher here right in front of HasuObs' eyes, who is not able to surround one of the grunts here. Blade Master doing some more damage onto the DK. The greater heal potion is definitely going to come in handy, even though I imagine KnOfF is not going to want to use that all too soon. And adding one beast tree again thus far. So far no lodge. But yeah, with the TC this is going to be an entirely different game. It looks like the shop is not going to be rescued here. I don't see a way for KnOfF to do so. Or is he actually gonna try to do so? Ah no, he's just coming in to pick up another stack of heal salves. But the shop is gonna fall nevertheless. And yeah, DK is getting away. Blade Master is gonna have to retreat once again for the time being. TC has now spawned. New lodge is coming. And I guess he's gonna wanna get some creeping done with that one. But HasuObs is getting a lot of freedom here in the middle. He's gonna get away with another somewhat big creep camp, which, you know, is all that he's aiming for at the moment. The TC is just being passive for the moment, of course, creeping up the Blade Master, some perhaps with him. I mean, with the TC, he doesn't aim for the crazy mid-game map control that he would be aiming for with the Shadow Hunter. The TC, probably the more reliable hero late game, as he can influence the fights quite a bit with some decently placed high-level stomps. Lich is now coming. HasuObs also reached tier 2, going for tier 3 somewhat quickly. Again, not getting the Slaughterhouse all too quickly. DK is sitting at the fountain here. The TC is getting away with creeping the entire camp here. HasuObs' DK is level 3, but he only has 1 core, so this TC shouldn't be in any serious danger. Slippers cannot be picked up, can he? Yes, he can cancel the heal salve here. And the PNR, did he want to go for the very quick tier 2 expansion this time? Looks like it. So HasuObs, knowing that this has been crept, is going to have to keep an eye on this position. He's not going to want to let his opponent get away with an expansion for free. But for the time being, I guess he's just aiming to go into a solid late game. Could just go ahead and creep some more on his own, as the Lich is now out. He does have frost armor, so he should be somewhat safe, at least as long as the TC is low leveled. Yet KnOfF is trying to stay aggressive here. Looks like he's gonna want to snipe out the Ogre Lord, pull the creeps down, could throw the ensnare, and you know, ideally not surround him, but could also just go for the surround, take some shockwave damage here. Yeah, going for the stomp and now going for the surround. Yeah, now he's gonna get shockwaved, but yeah, that's definitely worth it. If you only have 1 raider, you cannot really dodge the shockwave. And yeah, HasuObs is taking his expansion in the meantime. Not really all too much to say. Both of the players doing their own thing. The expansion is coming now. Both of them just trying to get into a good position come late game. Still no casters for KnOfF here, who is adding the first Kodo. Continues creeping his TC. Blade Master has reached level 3. Of course, the Claws of Attack plus 12 isn't exactly gonna hurt him. Circlet of Ability also not all too bad. And with only 1 raider, he's gonna have an extremely difficult time finishing off this Red Drake though. I don't think he should even be trying, and he decides not to. And HasuObs is again going for a push against the burrows. Let's see. Okay, this time the TC does have the TP, so we're not seeing any, you know, huge fail happening here. And HasuObs decides to pull the town portal immediately. Lich is only level 1. He has no way in hell to fight against the 3-3 Orc army right now, which has 3 Colo Beasts, Grunts, which are doing quite well against Fiends, and some Ensnare as well. And I mean, he has invested into the tier 3, which had not at that point paid off at all. Now he at least bought the Orb. He's gonna get his 3rd hero, which is going to be the Crypt Lord. And he's getting the Destroyer upgrade. Crypt Lord also interesting choice against the TC, which he usually triggers at Dark Ranger second, just to avoid having him get those stomps in all too easily. But alright, the Crypt Lord is the choice for HasuObs. Just going to provide some stun, going to support his nuke. New Town Portal board, Lich level 2 finally as well, which is going to provide Nova, which is hugely important. And expansion is soon to finish, which has been scouted already by HasuObs. He's sending in another skeleton here. He's coming with the entire army as well though. TC just creeping a little camp. Looks like he may want to stay flexible here to be able to defend at all times, but just as I said, I think he's going to be too late to defend this expansion, and HasuObs is coming in with his entire army with the perfect timing. This expansion finished about 90% or so, and yet no chance to get it up entirely. So there was a lot of time wasted here by KnOfF, and HasuObs is gonna have you know, equal position in terms of economy for the next couple of minutes to come. And on top of things, KnOfF did already break into low upkeep, and HasuObs is, okay, now breaking into low upkeep as well, just as I say it. But, yeah, I think he could have stayed passive and save up a little bit more gold. Now he's gonna want to go into a fight nevertheless. Ah yeah, he just morphed the destroyers, that's why he went up to 54 supply. So it looks like he is willing to fight right now. Speed score is used, I imagine. This spell, yeah, used quite quickly here. First Impale is coming in, he's gonna have to, okay, Burrow the Fiend is an option as well. Stomp is coming in, stunning 2 of the Fiends, immediately eaten by the Kodos. A decent start into this fight for KnOfF, but he's losing one of the Kodos immediately. The Crypt Lord is taking quite a bit of damage. DK now has 75 mana again, using a mana potion on top of things. The next Kodo gets killed already though. The Fiend gets killed as well. The Blade Master is doing so much damage with the Medallion of Courage as well, which he just found at the second red camp, and he's just cutting down Fiend after Fiend after Fiend, and both of the players have taken loads of damage. Coil goes onto the Lich, and HasuObs, I don't think, is going to be able to stay in this fight in the long run. Here is another Stomp available. There would be now, but the TP is coming in. Prior to that, is he gonna get the kill on the Crypt Lord? No, he isn't. One more Grunt is falling though. These two Kodos are currently digesting a Fiend, so HasuObs is eventually going to drop down to 48 supply. Whereas KnOfF went down to 40, losing a lot of Kodo Beasts here in the beginning of this fight, losing a few Grunts here, losing his Raider, and now he's probably going to go ahead and finish the creep camp. So this would be alright for KnOfF if he had been able to get his expansion up, but now, as he didn't, he's gonna have a tough time reinforcing here. So let's see. TC is level 4, that is somewhat good news. Lich still not really close to level 3. Well, if he creeps here, then he'll be close. DK with a new town portal. And he's gonna get away with the rest of the creep camp. He does not have Web yet. Even though he might, or we should be expecting a couple of Bat Riders. There are the first 2 already on the side of KnOfF. Who's gonna go ahead and... is he even gonna get this one? He doesn't have an orb, of course, since he's still tier 2. He doesn't have any anti-air except for this Headhunter, so I don't think he's gonna be able to get the Red Drake killed here. This Red Drake has fallen, and the item that dropped was the Robe of the Magi, which he's passing on to the Lich right now. Plus 14 damage, not all too bad on this Lich. And it looks like HasuObs is gonna go for it again. 49 supply for him. His destroyers now have mana. At least one of them does have mana. And KnOfF is up at 49 supply again as well. Did he rebuy a down portal? Yes, he did. Finding the Sobi Mask here at the Red Drake, and they are just exchanging town portals. The Bat Riders immediately getting rid of the of one of the destroyers here. And the Lich has taken a lot of damage here right in the beginning. So this Blade Master is really going to be tough to deal with. Medallion of Courage, by the way, has been sold. So looks like he's valuing the gold more than the additional stats here. By the way, none of the Kodos did get to either Fiend. TC with the Clarity Potion running, so is the Blade Master. So yeah, looks like still anyone's game to take here. Slightly better heroes for HasuObs perhaps, as the Lich is very close to level 3, and then he'd have 4-3-2 against like 4-4. Yeah, somewhat balanced. Yeah, Blade Master is doing some more scouting, and HasuObs has added a boneyard here. Alright, then I think the Cryptod might make some more sense, and he is perfectly positioned here to get rid of this Peon. Yeah, the Cryptod usually synergizes quite well with the Frostworm. And it looks like KnOfF is looking for a fight here. Is he gonna be willing to fight up choke though? Looks like only the Kodos are going to be affected by the choke though, and the one headhunter that he's got currently. HasuObs is sitting up choke here. He's got no mana on this destroyer. And I don't think that KnOfF really wants to charge up here. But then again, HasuObs is not going to be able to get reinforcements in here. So I think KnOfF can just wait down here for a little bit and get some more units. Blade Master should maybe not get overly aggressive. He still has the big heal potion. He has one heal scroll. TC has an immo potion. And a TP. And the TC is marching forward here for some reason. HasuObs Kolnovaing. And yeah, he decides to TP out here. I guess no point in waiting here and having, you know, KnOfF just cutting off his reinforcements. HasuObs is now breaking into low upkeep, getting his Frostworm, getting another statue as well. Whereas KnOfF, is he? Yeah, he could go for the expansion right now. I guess that's going to be his aim. He doesn't even have a burrow, or it's not even building a burrow to go over 50 supply right now. Blade Master also level 4. TC 4.5. If the TC reaches level 5, it could really be a game changer here. 1, 2, 3 Bad Riders, 4 Bad Riders. So I imagine, did the Blade Master see this previously? No, he didn't. He scouted here like a minute and a half ago or so, but it looks like he didn't dive into the undead base deeply enough to realize that there would be a Frostworm coming for HasuObs. Now, new expansion attempt up here. But HasuObs has got plenty of time, and I think KnOfF might be misinvesting here. He is not in a superior position, that is the problem. And as I said previously, he's... Okay, there is another burrow coming. He's not going to be able to go all too high up in supply anytime soon, whereas HasuObs does have 60 supply already. 1 upgrades as well. Getting the second defense upgrade, so yeah, he's playing against bats. Some sustainability on those air units is certainly not going to hurt him. By the way, again, he has skilled level 2 Unholy Aura on level 4 here with his DK, so again, no Death Pact. He does not have a shade with his army as well, but he has 4 statues. He's going to have like 65 supply, 65 to 70, depending on how many of these statues he's going to decide to morph when he's going for a fight soon. And I think that's exactly what he wants to have happen. Maybe he's gonna wait for the second defense upgrade to finish. Yeah, already speed scroll used by KnOfF, who wants to fall back to the fountain, perhaps fight with that one in his back, but he's very, very awkwardly positioning those Kodo beasts, and he is forced to at least let one of them go down. HasuObs still hasn't finished that second upgrade. Morphing more mana though. Or draining more mana before morphing the next statue. Does have to go to do so. Yeah, now he's doing so. It looks like he's just gonna go for the main. He doesn't wanna play this hit and run of his opponent, who now has to commit here. Is going for the first fiend, which is not getting killed here. Nice impact coming in. Stomp only hitting one of the fiends, didn't really do all too much. And both of these raiders are in trouble. The Bad Riders are coming in. Frost armor. Wow. Frost armor and the 2 defense upgrades on the Frostworm, and he used 4 Bad Riders to get the kill on that one, and now he's going to face with his soul, okay, 2 Bad Riders. With 2 Bad Riders, he's going to face 3 Destroyers, and HasuObs does have the capability to morph even more of them. Another Frostworm is being built immediately. Nova onto the Grunt, and one of the Bad Riders here getting webbed, getting killed, a burrow getting killed as well. 38 supply against 67. Do I need to say anything else, basically, at this point? KnOfF has so few units left. Whereas HasuObs is getting the next Impale in, Fiend gets coiled with a very nice timing here. It might get killed after all. The Blade Master is going for the Lich, who does have the Immo Potion, using that one right now. The next, the Blade Master is going to have to use the Heal Potion, whereas the next Bad Rider did get webbed. Stomp is coming in with a nice timing. Is he gonna perhaps get away with 1 hero kill? The Lich is getting killed actually, but the Blade Master does have a Heal Potion to use, and therefore is getting away with the kill here. And HasuObs is taking this extremely awkward fight. He's still looking extremely strong, even without his Lich. The DK doesn't have any more mana, otherwise he could have just rebought the Lich and coil him. But maybe he's just gonna rebuy the Lich anyways. Then again, he doesn't have the gold to do so. But, yeah, there's just no anti-air for KnOfF. And there are still 4 destroyers for HasuObs. This is not great for KnOfF, to say the least. 66 supply still left. 32 for KnOfF. HasuObs is just falling back to the fountain. The Lich is being rebuilt. And, well, this is going to be a tricky fight to take for the Orc player. HasuObs is going for the Blade Master. He is not revealed though. But with the Frostworm, is he gonna get a hit on the TC? Yes, he's getting off a hit on the TC, which means he should be able to slow him forever. Yeah, the next hit is coming in. The DK needs to stay close with the Unholy Aura though. Passing the heal potion onto the TC. Coil is coming. Heal potion is gonna have to be used. Does he even get an... No, he doesn't have mana for an Impale.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Gold mines are empty though. And there is the expansion for KnOfF. But since he's gonna lose this TC, pretty sure, that shouldn't make all too much of a difference. DK is getting level 5, another heal potion bought onto the Blade Master. That's getting quite expensive for the Orc here. And he only has the Blade Master left, who gets coiled into the ground right now. HasuObs winning 2-0 in this best of 3. KnOfF again trying to go for the expansion. This time it looked a little bit more promising, but HasuObs just had the perfect timing to get the cancel on that expansion. KnOfF perhaps should have been able to scout better with his Blade Master, since he was level 3, and yeah, he could have just kept a closer eye on the undead army to be able to prevent the expansion from being cancelled the very first time, because since he didn't, you know, the point of KnOff's approach here was to eventually get into a position where he could, despite having the inferior tech, defend his expansion thanks to pure numbers. But if you don't get the expansion through, then that's not gonna happen. And what happened was that HasuObs was just able to trade a lot more efficiently, which is to be expected. But usually KnOfF would want to have the expansion to back him up, to you know, keep the units coming in greater numbers, but he didn't do so, and therefore HasuObs was just able to trade better in every fight, basically therefore win every fight, and win the game in the end, which means KnOfF is out of the tournament. He remains down at 3 points, only having beaten Hooligan, and HasuObs is in the top 3, and the question that remains is who is going to join him there. Either it's going to be Nightwolf or Hooligan, depending on the last match we're going to see in Group A, which is going to be Alfie against Hooligan. So if Hooligan wins 2-0, then he's going to be in the playoffs and Nightwolf is going to be out. If Alfie is able to take one map from Hooligan, then it's going to be HasuObs and Nightwolf who will go to the playoffs, and Hooligan is going to be out of the tournament. So as I said, next up is going to be Alfie against Hooligan. I hope you'll tune in for that, and I hope you will give this one a thumbs up and a comment, and I'll see you next time. Bye.